Casey Matthews getting ready for a trip to Columbus with the Divers this weekend. A big weekend for you. Your return to active action with the Boilermakers. It's been, I want to say, since maybe the 2010 NCAAs that you've dove for Purdue. You did have the winter invite last year, but this has to be a pretty exciting time for you. Sounds like you're going to have some 1-meter action this weekend. What are just some of your general expectations?
I just want to go into this meet having fun. I'm just excited to be back on the boards again. Spinning and flipping and hitting the water without any pain right now is just all that I could ask for, and I just want to have fun, be with my teammates, and dive well.
The Purdue Invitational 2 weeks ago, and then this weekend's meet, they set up similar to Big Tens and the zone meet, where you kind of have a board each day that you focus on. And you know, you'll only have the 1-meter this weekend, but still the mindset is the same. You perform how you train, and I imagine the same kind of goes for your teammates as well, communicating that to them.
Yeah, absolutely. The goal and the focus is always just to train how you want to compete, and just have a mental standpoint as to where you want to place, and just to have fun.
What were some of the toughest obstacles you overcame coming back from the multiple injuries?
It was definitely, I knew it was going to be humbling for me, definitely coming back. I knew I wasn't going to end up on top. I knew that having fun was definitely a main focus for me coming back, and just taking it slow and making sure that I'm not re-injuring myself or doing anything to inhibit competing later in this year.
And including this year and looking ahead to next year, 2 years of eligibility remaining. You're kind of a veteran presence around here. You know, you've been around when David Budaya, Aaron Mertz, Kara Cook, you know, all of the people who you kind of came in with were around, and now you're a little bit older and mentoring the younger crew. How has it been like that transition?
You know, I definitely miss my old teammates. It's different diving without them here, but I'm just happy to keep bringing young ones in and just keep telling them that they have to just have fun and just compete, train how they want to compete, and just have a great support system all around.
Well, it's great to hear you're healthy again. Wish you the best of luck this weekend, Casey. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Amy Bissett getting ready to head to Columbus and the Ohio State Invitational. Divers will compete from each board each day. And just speaking with you just now, it sounds like that's kind of preferred among you and the rest of the divers, where you get to concentrate on one board a day. Give us a couple reasons why that is.
It's nice just going to the pool and knowing you just have to warm up those 6 dives or 5 dives if you're a girl on tower for the day, as opposed to showing up to a meet where you have to warm up every single dive all at once, and it's a bit of a rush, and it's a lot of fun.
At the Purdue Invitational, you had a very strong showing. You finished first in the preliminary of both springboards, and you're runner-up overall in the platform. The consistency that you showed throughout the weekend, what are some of the most important things to maintaining that?
I mean, maintaining your relaxation, I guess, and breathing techniques, and knowing that taking it more just like a practice, not getting amped up that it's competition. I mean, you get so caught up in competition and the results and stuff, and consistency just goes right out the window. So you got to stay relaxed, know that you've done it in practice, and then land on your head.
And there's a certain enjoyment, even if somebody performs better in the evening session than they did in the prelims and maybe jumps you, you know that if you dive as well as you could, that's all you're really asking?
Yeah, I mean, prelims and finals are 2 different events, so you go into them with the same mindset. You start at 0. It's anybody's game once you get to finals. So
your second year with the program, coming from Canada, I imagine a little more confident, a little bit more comfortable this year. And this meet, you know, the divers travel by themselves just for the weekend. Casey Matthews is also in the mix this weekend. Tell us what it's like having her back in regular action.
I'm really excited to have Casey back competing with us. I've never competed with her before, but she's got lots of experience, and we kind of look up to her as a role model. So it'll be fun.
Jamie, thanks for the time. Good luck in Columbus.
Thank you.
Michelle Cabassol getting ready for a weekend trip to Columbus, Ohio. The divers will compete at the Ohio State Invitational. Just like the Purdue invite, it's another 3-day meet, and you get to really focus on a board a day. Do you kind of prefer that as opposed to maybe a duel where you compete off both springboards in one day?
I do prefer that. I feel like you can really prepare yourself for one board, and when you go to bed at night, you know, hey, the next day I'm doing 3-meter. And it just takes all the pressure off from knowing you have to perform 12 dives instead of 6.
Back to a full active member of the program this year. After last year, you used the Olympic waiver to prepare for the trials, and also there were some injuries in the mix as well. Is it more of a feeling that you're kind of a full-fledged member of the team last year? I know you said that everybody, you know, you see them around the dorms and the pool, so they did keep it like a family thing.
It was always a family environment last year, but I feel like this year that I'm able to compete, it feels like I'm more part of the family just because we're all on deck with each other, and like even when we do our huddles before the meet, like I feel like that's more so like we're really tight. that.
You won the 3 meter at the Purdue Invitational. You also competed well in the 1 meter. You're kind of a springboard specialist right now. Do you have a reason or two why you maybe like the 3 meter better?
I like the 3 meter instead of the 1 meter.
Yeah, or in general, or the tower.
3 meter doesn't hurt as much. I've had 2 shoulder surgeries from the 10 meter platform, and so I know it's easier to stay healthy on 3 meter and just to enjoy diving more.
Was there 1 or 2 particular dives that you would highlight from that victory in the 3 meter at the Purdue Invitational?
Actually, one of the dives that I've been struggling with, the front 3.5 tuck, that one's progressed so much recently, and I hit that one in the meet, so that was probably my biggest dive.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. Good luck in Columbus this weekend.
Yep, thank you.